Have you noticed your grocery bill creeping up, even though you're buying the same things as last month? Well, you're not alone. The real reason behind those rising prices is that Eurozone inflation just surged to 2.1%. That might sound like a small number, but it's a big deal for your wallet, your savings, and your everyday life. Today, we're breaking down what this means for you, why it's happening, and what you can do to stay ahead. Every time you check out at the supermarket, you might feel a little shock at the total. It's not just your imagination. Prices are rising across the board. From bread and milk to fresh produce and snacks, the cost of living is inching up, and it's making a real impact on families, students, and anyone trying to stick to a budget. I know I'll never look at my grocery receipt the same way after learning what's really driving these changes. So what's really going on here? Let's break it down. Inflation is basically the rate at which prices for goods and services increase over time. When you hear that Eurozone inflation is at 2.1%, it means that on average, things cost 2.1% more than they did a year ago. That might not sound like much, but over time it adds up, especially if your income isn't rising at the same pace. For many people, that means their money doesn't stretch as far as it used to, and everyday expenses start to feel a lot heavier. Let's put this into perspective. Imagine you're a regular at your local cafe, and last year your favorite latte cost €3. With 2.1% inflation, that same latte now costs about €3.06. It's just a few extra cents, right? But multiply that by every coffee, every loaf of bread, every bus ticket, and every streaming subscription you buy throughout the year, and suddenly you're spending a lot more than you realize. Over months and years, these small increases can really add up, making it harder to save or treat yourself to little luxuries. According to Eurostat's latest report, there are a few key reasons why inflation is on the rise right now. First, energy prices have shot up. Think about how much more it costs to fill up your car or heat your home compared to last year. Food prices are also climbing, thanks to everything from unpredictable weather affecting crops to higher transportation costs. And let's not forget those stubborn supply chain issues that started during the pandemic and still haven't fully gone away. When it costs more to produce and deliver goods, those costs get passed on to you, the consumer. Now, you might hear experts talk about something called core inflation. This is a measure that strips out the most volatile items like energy and food to give a clearer picture of underlying price trends. Even though core inflation stayed steady this month, it's still higher than what central bankers and economists would like to see. That means the pressure on your wallet isn't just a temporary blip. It's part of a bigger trend that could stick around for a while. The financial markets reacted quickly to the news. As soon as the inflation numbers were released, the euro slipped against the dollar, making imported goods more expensive for European shoppers. European stock markets also wobbled, with investors worried about what higher inflation could mean for company profits and consumer spending. It's a bit like watching a toddler on roller skates. Things can get unsteady fast when the economic outlook changes. All eyes are now on the European Central Bank, or ECB. Investors and analysts are speculating about whether the ECB will raise interest rates to try to cool off inflation. Raising rates can help slow down price increases, but it also makes borrowing more expensive for businesses and consumers. For now, the ECB is playing a waiting game, watching the data and weighing its options. Any decision they make could have a ripple effect on everything from mortgage rates to business loans to the value of your savings. So, what does all this mean for you right now? The bottom line is that prices for everyday essentials, groceries, gas, electricity, and even your Netflix subscription could keep inching up in the coming months. If you're on a fixed income or trying to save for something big, these small increases can really squeeze your budget. It's more important than ever to keep an eye on your spending, look for deals, and maybe even rethink some of your regular purchases. The good news? Many economists believe that inflation might start to cool off later this year, especially if energy prices stabilize and supply chains get back to normal. But for now, every euro counts. That means being smart about your money, planning ahead, and making sure you're getting the best value for every purchase. Whether you're budgeting for a family, saving for a holiday, or just trying to make ends meet, understanding inflation can help you make better financial decisions. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, keep following updates like this. We'll break down the latest financial news, explain what it means for your everyday life, and share tips to help you protect your wallet. Stay tuned, stay smart, and don't forget to hit subscribe so your money knowledge keeps growing. The more you know, the better you can navigate these uncertain times and make your euros go further, no matter what the headlines say.